Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
What is your full name?
My full name is Ravleen Kaur.
Do you work or study?
I've recently completed my 12th. I'm looking forward to pursue my higher studies in abroad.
Where do you currently live?
I'm currently living in my hometown, Patiala, with my family, and I have been living here for the past 16 years.
Okay. Let's talk about childhood. Do you have a memorable childhood?
Yes, I have a memorable childhood. I made a lot of good memories with my friends and family. We shared a good bond together, and I can even remember one time when my father gifted me a purse. That was one of the greatest of my life.
What did you enjoy most in your childhood?
In my childhood, there were a lot of things I enjoyed a lot. My childhood was really good as I can remember right now. One time I went on a trip with my father, and that was the most enjoyable time of my life.
At your current age, what have you learned about life?
In the past few years, I've learned a lot about my life, but um, today, if I can talk about something that I learned the most is that my personality developed a lot. I learned to be more extrovert and open about my feelings. Earlier, I used to be introvert, but now I can express myself more.
Okay. Did you enjoy watching or playing video games in your childhood?
Yes, I was a fan of video games, and I loved watching videos in my childhood. Outdoor games have never been my favorite since the childhood, so I preferred video games more.
Okay, let's talk about transport. What do you prefer, public transport or private?
I prefer public transport as it can be more easy to travel with a lot of people. You don't get bored easily, and you get to experience new things like traveling with unknown people. I think public transport is more preferable than the private transport.
Okay. So what transport you will be using in future, public or private?
In future, I would like to use public transport. As I have said earlier, I think it is more preferable than the private transport. I find private transport is also very expensive, and I would like to maintain my budget, so I would prefer public transport.
Okay. Is there anything you want to improve about public transport in your area?
Yes, there are a lot of things I would like to improve about the public transport, as the facilities provided are not enough for people. Like, if I have to talk about one thing, public transports do not have the cleanliness. They are very untidy. So I think they should be maintained more so that people can enjoy a safe and healthy ride.
Alright, this is the end of part 1. Now in part 2, I will give you a 2-minute topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare, and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Here is your cue card. This is your paper and pencil.
May I start?
Yes.
So the interesting conversation I can remember about right now is the one I had with my family and my teachers after completing my 10th, when I went to school for the counseling session, and there I met my teachers along with my family. We were discussing about the 10th class result and the next opportunities I can get in my life. So they were really paying attention to me, and I was the center of attention. I enjoyed this a lot. So this was the one thing that made that conversation even more interesting. At first, I was really confused with all the options they were providing me, but then after some time, I finally decided to choose the best career option for me, which is to continue with the medical field and become a doctor. The time when I finally chose this field, I remember I was imagining myself as a doctor, and this thought was fascinating. I could feel like I was in another world for some time, and with lot of guidance from my family and my teachers. They were the most trust they were the people that I can trust the most, so it felt like the guidance was coming from a good place. I had a lot of options, but becoming a doctor was relieving, and I chose this option, and I'm not regretting it today also, as I'm planning to move abroad and study in this field only. The one thing that made this conversation interesting was that everybody was talking about me, and for the first time in my life, I realized that people actually care about me, and they care about the future I will have. So this is one of the best memories, and I can still recall that time.
All right. Can I have paper pencil back?
Sure.
This is the end of part 2. Now in part 3, I will ask you a few questions. At what age do you think people should retire?
I think there should be no certain age for retirement. People should retire when they feel they should take a break from life, and from the busy schedule, so that they can enjoy in their lives. People should have an opportunity to choose whenever they want to retire. There should be no certain age for this.
Okay. When younger people work with older people, do you think there are more advantages or disadvantages?
I think it is advantageous if younger people will work with the older people, as they can get advices from them, and the older people often share experiences about their life, so they can learn a lot about work and how they can make themselves successful the way the older people did. It can be a good option if they choose to work with older people.
Okay, what are the qualities of a good speaker?
Good speaker holds a lot of qualities. The one I can think about right now is being able to express yourself openly, and using the appropriate language. So not being able to communicate yourself can lead to misunderstandings, and you can face a lot of problems due to this. Uh, making yourself clear, and putting yourself in safe words can be a good option for a good speaker.
Why some people have stage fear? Why they cannot communicate in front of large public audience?
Some people suffer from stage fear, as they have never been so extrovert in their life. Some people are even introvert. They cannot speak or express themselves in a huge crowd. They feel not they don't feel confident enough, or they get panicked easily.
And how
So
can they overcome this?
people can overcome this fear easily with few years. They can try to communicate with different people, and they can also participate in public speaking competitions, which will improve their confidence and boost their level. They can also practice mirror speaking with themselves, so they can express their views easily in front of huge crowd.
This is the end of your speaking test. Now I would like to give you your feedback. You're a very good candidate, but you should work more on cue card. You should be very clear what you're talking about. Though you spoke well, you can do much better. And in part 3, try to cite more examples, try to express in better way. You are running short of words. Okay? Otherwise, overall, well tried for this kind of speaking. You can score 7 band in real exam.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.